last weekend, how much does it help to have somebody that requires all your focus like Alabama ahead of you this week?
Definitely helps because you have a huge opponent. You heard about them, you see them on TV every week. So coming off an emotional win is just it's a refocus. You come out here and you know what you're preparing for.
Tennessee fans really, they circle this Alabama game every year. What does Bama Week mean to you?
Everything. It's one of those teams you just don't like. You never liked, you never had any love for them. So when they come on the schedule, you know what time it is.
Their defense gets obviously a lot of well deserved, but what does their offense do that's so tough for you guys?
The offense has a balance of run and the pass. McCarron does a great job of balancing the game. He got like 2 or 3 great backs in the backfield, and the offensive line is really talented. So they do a good job of balancing the run and pass.
It almost seems like they show you what they're going to do. You know, it's fairly basic, and they just kind of challenge you to stop it.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to come out, they're going to try to establish the run, and they're going to continue to run the ball to see if we can make any stops. So defensively, we just got to be prepared for anything they give us.
You held South Carolina to, I think, 100 yards less than they average. Defense obviously played better against Georgia as well. What is that kind of confidence building through these past few weeks?
It's a great confidence builder. You have the athletes on the defensive line, linebackers in the secondary that can make plays and that can do their jobs well, and we have the coaches that give us the right game plan. So it's definitely a great confidence booster for us.
What's coming into Marvin Walls this season coming off the edge? I mean, he's always been a solid player, but never been a big sack guy until recently.
It's the effort. It's the effort he's been given. That effort. I never doubt him. Every week he's going to bring his all, and it definitely showed up last weekend because all the sacks that he made were effort plays where he continuously hustled to the ball.
When did he start to look physically different, though? Because I know he looks a good bit smaller than he was last season. I know moving back to the 4-3 and going out to the end, can you tell a big difference in him physically?
Definitely. You can see the tone. You can see the tone in his arms, the way he's been working hard in the weight room. He's taken a different initiative when it comes down to working hard and just running at an all-time high. So I definitely, I give him all the credit.
How much different is y'all's mentality now that you can kind of tangibly see that there's some sack numbers there? It's not like you're a half step away or 2 steps away, or y'all are actually getting the quarterback on the ground. What's that do for a mindset of the defense?
It makes you hungrier. It just makes you want to get more sacks. And Coach Strip teaches us all the time to use our hands, watch our keys, do everything it takes to get to the quarterback, and it's definitely helping us, especially with our quarterback points.
So y'all always believed you couldn't be this effective rushing the passer. The knock, whether it's fair or not, for a couple of years has been that y'all didn't get the sacks.
Well, we've definitely been confident that we can get there. It's a matter of keeping our confidence, and having the right mindset coming into each game.
What's your take on Daniel McCullers, the way he played Saturday? Because he gets kind of banged up, then he comes out and gets like 6 tackles, 2.5 for a loss.
Dan has it in him. No matter what people see in him, he has it in him. He's always had it in him. He's got that little streak, and when he gets angry, I don't want to be around him. So, I'd hate to be an offensive lineman when he gets mad.
Is that what happened on Saturday? You got a little angry?
That's what it is. And Dan can do whatever Dan wants to do if he puts his mind to it. And when he gets a little mad, you see what he can do.
What made him angry?
I can't tell you. I don't even want to ask him. He might get mad at me. So.
How do you get him to play angry more, Corey? How do you guys harness that and get him to show it a little bit more often?
Stay on him, talk some trash to him. Tell him he ain't doing nothing. Tell him he's not playing hard. He gets frustrated, and then it's showtime.
So you basically poke him and then run away?
Well, yeah. I'm gonna run far too. I'm gonna let him deal with whoever he wants to deal with, but keep my name out of it.
How much different? I know y'all have been so close on beating some ranked teams the last few years. To actually get one now, does it change confidence all that much? I know you want to treat every game, every practice the same, but does it feel different now that y'all have actually kind of gotten a scalp?
Well, it didn't start this weekend, but it started, the weekend before last playing Georgia, and that was huge as a confidence booster because now after that game, yeah, you're sad you lost the game, but now it's an eye opener. It's like, wow, hold up, that's the number 6 team in the nation. We can play with these guys, and then coming into South Carolina and getting a win, now it's just even that much more of a confidence booster heading into Alabama.
It's tough to not put Alabama on any kind of a pedestal of what they've done in college football the past couple of years. It's not the kind of run you see all that often. I mean, the results kind of speak for themselves. It's tough to, kind of not think about that going into a game against them.
Well, it's the pink elephant in the room. You know what they bring to the table. You know how good they are. But at the same time, they're guys just like we are. We put our shoes on the same way they do. We practice just like they do. So even though they're a great team and they have great coaches and they do things well, they're a team just like we are. Thank you.
Is it a measuring stick at all? You mentioned what you guys did the past 2 games. Now moving that on to Alabama, is that kind of a different measuring stick on its own?
It is, because you have to understand that the 2 games we play very well in are home games. And now what we have to do is refocus our minds and take it on the road and reestablish that great defense we're playing, reestablish the consistent offense that we're playing, and try to get a win in Alabama.
Sound like Butch was kind of on you guys early in practice, talking about facing those tackles. Has he been on that all week, or is that just today?
He just came up on us about it today. They got two great tackles. They have the Kwanjo brothers, the guard and the tackle on the left side. Those guys are talented, man. It's going to take everything we can bring to the table to get a win down there. Thank you.
What have you seen from AJ